DFA, is it worth the damn? Well, my friends, stay tuned and find out. Let's get into it. What's up, fellas? This is F Bodies Live, and today we're going to be breaking down the DFA hand cannon from the Tree of Probability Strikes. I know you guys have been grinding hard to get this thing. I was extremely lucky, managed to get it on my second speed run the other day, and I've been playing with it ever since to try to give you guys a good review. This is going to be a PvP and PvE review, so let's see what's up under the hood of this bad boy. So first, we have extended barrel, or at least that's what I'm going with because it extends your range. Alright, and then we have our options of 4 different perks here. We have Accurized Round, Drop Mag, Opening Shot, and Rampage. So the easiest way to break this down, I'm going to go with the top 2 if I'm in PvP. I'm going to go with the bottom 2 if I am in PvE. So let's check out the stats on this thing. It's 140 round per minute hand cannon. Impact is at 84. Range is at 68. Very nice. Stability at 59. That's decent. Handling is at 39. Kind of low. Reload speed is at 61, kind of low. Aim assist is at 77, that's pretty good. Recoil direction to 88, very nice. Zoom at 14, and the killer magazine is only 9. So PvP is up first. Let's see what it can do. Alright, before we get too deep in the review, I want to start off by saying this gun is a 2 headshot, 2 body shot kill in Crucible unless the other Guardian is running a low resilience. And then you can 3 body shot and 1 headshot kill them, which is really nice because a lot of hunters are running high mobility, low resilience, and you will 3 body shot, 1 headshot them. So, second point I want to make on the DFA, this thing is a little weird. It's kind of like Might multi-tool in the sense that you have to aim a little higher than the person's head to actually snag the crit. And this was pissing me off when I first started using it. I was like, this gun sucks, throw it in the trash, I'm tired of using it. But then I started realizing maybe I should aim a little higher, and I started doing that, and I started snagging those crits left and right, and I was like, yeah, here we go, this is the gun I've been hearing about. So what do I think of this gun in PvP? The range is excellent. It will reach out there and grab people at distances that you don't think that it would hit at, and it kind of takes other people off guard when you're shooting them, especially when they have graviton or vigilant swing. They will get overconfident when they're at distance or even like the end of medium range, thinking that you have a hand cannon and you're not going to be able to get them. But lo and behold, you smash those 2 crits, 2 bodies, and drop their sorry ass right there where they sit. Other things about this gun, because it's a hand cannon, you can peek in and out of cover very quickly and minimize the damage that you are taking while still dishing out damage to your opponent. You can peek out, take a shot, duck back in. Peek out, take a shot, duck back in. And you can do this very quickly, and you'll have an advantage over people that are using Vigilant Swing or Graviton because they're going to have to be exposed for a lot longer to actually put the damage on you versus you popping out, popping in very quickly and getting the damage off. Other things that I like about it, because it's a hand cannon, are you can jump around and fall down, and as you're falling actually shoot people, and it's fairly accurate. So if you have somebody weak and you're trying to clean them up and you need to jump or whatever to avoid damage, or maybe you're weak and they're around in the corner and you need to jump up high to get above them so they'll lose where you are, just to put those cleanup shots on them, or maybe you want to start some damage while minimizing damage to yourself, you can jump up and it's still fairly accurate. I don't feel like you can do this as well with the pulse rifles like Vigilant Swing and Graviton, so this is another thing that it has over them. So overall review, in my opinion, it's pretty good. I like it. I don't know that I would use it over Vigilant Swing or Graviton if I'm trying to pull like a 50-60 kill game, but just messing around, using something non-meta, I would definitely take it in and use it just to play around and have a good time with. I felt like a real potato with it when people got on top of me. It's definitely one of those guns that you want to play a little more cautious with. I don't feel like I can be near as reckless with it as I am when I play with Vigilant Swing or Graviton and Anti-Ope. I like to get a little crazy with Anti-Ope and run in the middle of a bunch of dudes and run into a room and start spraying people down. But with the DFA, you really can't do that as much. You have to kind of stay in the back, pick people, play with your team, but the more you use it, the more comfortable you'll become with it. And it's got a really high skill gap in the sense that you really need to be hitting your shots because it's very punishing if you miss. It's not one of those weapons that you can miss a shot and, oh, that's okay, I'll kill them with the next shot or whatever. You really need to hit your shots because anybody that's using Graviton or Vigilant Swing will smoke you if you miss a shot. So definitely a high skill gap weapon, but if you can get used to it, I would highly recommend it. So let's see how our boy DFA compares in PvE versus the competitors. In competitors, I mean the Midnight Coup, because those guns are really similar to each other. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have a pros and cons list of the two, and I'm going to kind of break down each one of them and why I think one's better than the other. So first off, magazine size. Midnight Coup is at 12, DFA is at 9. No brainer, 12 is always better than 9. So we're going Midnight Coup here. Second, range stat. DFA has a considerable amount more range than the Midnight Coup does. And this is definitely noticeable in PvE. But the catch to this is, to me, range is not as big of a deal in PvE as it is in PvP. And the reason for that is you can close the gap in PvE much easier than you can in PvP with less risk to yourself. So while range is nice to have, it's not a huge deal as long as the range isn't just super terrible. It's not a huge deal to me in PvE. Third thing, actual feel of the weapon and aim assist. Midnight Coup has a higher aim assist than DFA, and it is noticeable, or at least to me it's very noticeable. And in PvE, I always snag more crits in PvE with the Midnight Coup than I was able to do with the DFA. DFA, it didn't feel, what's the word I'm looking for? It just wasn't as sticky to me like the Midnight Coup is in PvE. When I go into a strike or I go into a raid or whatever with Midnight Coup, I can pop heads one after the next, like quick succession, just rapid fire that thing, and I'm always hitting crits. DFA, it just feels sloppier. I don't know how to describe it. Just sloppier, if that makes any sense. Fourth thing, let's talk about perks. Both of them have Rampage, so that's not really a big deal. Drop Mag versus Outlaw. And I'm going to get some hate for this. I like Drop Mag better than I like Outlaw, because Drop Mag is not situational. I can hit square, and I'm going to get the Drop Mag perk every time. Whereas Midnight Coup, I have to hit a headshot kill in order for Outlaw to proc. I always like perks that are better, that are not situational, versus perks that I have to do a certain thing in order for them to activate. So even though Drop Mag takes ammo away from you, it's not really a big deal in PvE because you're always getting primary ammo bricks from the ground. I didn't really notice myself running out of ammo that much in PvE. A few times it was an issue, but overall, I think Drop Mag is a better perk. With all of this considered, I'm still taking Midnight Coup into PvE because of the way it feels, because of the amount of crits I'm able to land, and just I feel like it has a better time to kill. And this is not scientific. I'm just talking about me personally using the weapon. I feel like I kill things quicker with the Midnight Coup than I do with the DFA. So for that reason, we're going to stick with the Midnight Coup in PvE. And definitely going to stick with DFA in PvP, strictly for the range stats, and you can reach out and touch people from a good distance away. So with that, that's going to conclude the video. If you like this vid, leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. We're going to do some more reviews. I'm F Bodies Live, and I am out. Thanks for watching.